Dr. Edna Tumese, Senior Lecturer at National University of Samoa. Fiona Lefawali'i Unutoa Fonuti, CEO of the Ministry of Communication Information Technology. CEO of Digicel Samoa, Mr. Carl Vizari. CEO Vodafone, Mr. Anish. Now how about a round of applause for our panelists for our Talanoa session this morning. And now I would like to hand it over to our Madam Regulator. She is our moderator for our Talanoa session this morning. Fionga Limatua?
Do I have a mic or do I stand in?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for this morning. And now in our program, I would like to do a different order, and that will be the Fionga e Au, because I want to look at college, university, and then work opportunities. So without further ado, I would like to call the CEO of the Ministry of Education and Culture, Fionga e Au, to the podium right now.
Ia, o te whatalo whātu le pa ia maurunga o tātou whatasi, whionga le te maitai pule, ma le pa ia le au whainga luenga. Ia, whapea ia sui malu o le mātou panel. Ia, whapea ia whaiaonga, him te maitai iaonga o lau mua I whia le tātou watunu. I am humbled to be asked to be a part of this gathering this morning, but now I'm a bit intimidated to be the one to start it off. I thought I would be the one later, but they said, that I will be the first. So, nevertheless, I will try my best. And I was given very strict orders, 3 to 5 minutes. So 3 to 5 minutes means 3 to 5 minutes. So I will keep it very, very short. My presentation, Inclusive Digital Transformation in Education. I want to make sure that you understand what we mean by the word inclusive. Inclusive generally, when we use the word inclusive, it is quite commonly looking at those with disabilities. But through the eyes of the Ministry of Education, and especially as educators, inclusive can also mean students who are extremely bright. Because as teachers, we're dealing with the below average, the average, and the above average. And sometimes there is always that one student or a couple of students who's just way above all other students. And so it becomes a balancing act for the teacher to try and be able to cover those who are below average, those who are average, those who don't say anything at all in class, those who joke around in class. So that's the balancing act. So that's one element that we are also looking at. And we have to look at this very openly. Sometimes we also look at our female students who have gotten pregnant. Because out of the fact that they are pregnant, all of a sudden they're saying that you shouldn't come to school. We have to include them. include these students to continue to come to school and get something for their future. So that's another point. Another part of being inclusive are students who are victims of whatever, various acts of abuse. So one of the key things that we are trying very hard in the Ministry of Education is to ensure these young people who are with, say, Samoa Victim Support, to try and bring them back into the mainstream education. So that's another form of inclusive that we need to look at. Inclusive can also look at financial, from a financial perspective, because we have too often a large number of students who are not going to school because wale kongir pidi. So again, that's another key element. And of course, the number of students and young people, as we all know, lai whakau kekepua, lai whakau pepalopa, whakau pepa chips. So that's another point that we need to look at. And then we have a large number of this, a growing number of this. Students who have been expelled, disciplinary issues. Ele tau whamatalaina. The role of the number of students from all schools, all schools who are getting into disciplinary issues and now getting expelled, but they're getting expelled at 15, 16, 17. They're way too young to be in school. So that's another form that we need to make sure that they continue to be in school. Then we have another group. What about the underachievers in national assessments? Those who, are not that bright, but let me reword that. Not that they're not bright, but they are late bloomers. All right? They take a bit of while. They're a bit slow in getting what we're trying to teach them. So this is what we mean. When we say inclusive transformation, inclusive digital transformation in education is to ensure learning for all students, all young people, from the years of 5 years old, even before 5 at ECE level, 5 years old, once you enter into the primary, right until you get up to your secondary, and then we move on to tertiary and so forth and so forth. So one of the key elements as we are looking at this is the teaching and the learning. COVID opened up a whole new door in the importance of connectivity. Because in 2020, 2021, what happened? 7 weeks of no school. There were some schools that tried their best to be connected. But when you have one phone, e kasil telefoni lai whaonga ele ainga. E kau whai akulu wasenga, ai pe ko koru kamaiki, ko wha kamaiki. Lana mena tupu. E whai akulu wasenga ko miki ko mua. O lai ngau ngawa kwa whai aonga o ku lesonga, ai no longa mai ai whea, le waka wala au mariki ngā por kama, a mai lau ket whongi se whai lau ngat beng. Maua mai. So these are type of the issues that we said. So COVID opened up a whole new element to teaching, a whole new idea, the digital, that we need to be connected, that we need to now look at other emphasis on the delivery of content, delivery of assessment, and also to look at the long term. What happens if COVID or another disease was to strike in October, November, and you are about to sit exams? We now have to be prepared in that connectivity, that you have the devices, that you are able to do that. What happened, one of the things that we found out during COVID, a school like Samoa College, say Tulo, wala kolisi Samoa, le whaonganga utou. A class of 35, maybe it was year 10 history, a class of 35, but there were only 8 who were online during that 7 weeks of COVID. So what happened was, when the school came back, there was 10S, what is usually happening at Samoa College, 10S, 10A, 10M, C, O, SAMCO. And then what happened was they ended up having a 10X. Why the 10X? Because those were the kids that were never connected during those 7 weeks. Mawamai. So again, it becomes another big element of jobs for the teachers, for the principals, in their preparations, in looking at how we deal with this. One of the key elements that we want to make sure that we understand this. ICT is an instrument of learning. ICT should be used for common good, for you to learn, for you to be united with your student, with your classmates, with your teacher. O le au wala e mwhai eina maua le au onga, ia maua ele maala malama. Ai le ta whapea wa Saul ICT e pūlea le a mio o tangata. I want to make this very clear. O le mea lawa tupu nei Samoa, ai maise tangata o maa o ke le kuskusirima ia o tolu whanau. E a maka ia mako makua o hei whanau wiki. O makua le ai se whai tete le ngana. Le ai se lava papale, le whaonganga, le ngana I lunga tustusinga. Wa avea le ata mamai, ma le anga vaa le whaonganga le so ta inga lea, o le a sopo ia le vaa. And that's wrong. That is wrong. In the Ministry of Education, education goes together with culture. Awane ngalo ya oi, o oi o le suli o a inga. O oi te sauma le no. Mea le tele na o pese ai tausanga uma ma aso uma. O le tupu anga ma le whaasinu manga. Po le ala waka mai lunga online. E sa wal tangata o le kama ai. Se o le kari ai, oi le ki o fo. Ai a whaia ke le lei. O le hawhinga ai, oi se o le kama. Oi ai hianga le lei ia. E ai al sotanga. So ka inga ngeia, ma le pikanga Samoa whatever. Me la le sa o e tala Samoa. O Samoa e tele ana aa. So this is why we're wanting to make sure. We have to make sure that we know that ICT is used to promote learning, to promote our values, to promote our culture, and to promote who we are as a people. Because what's happening too often now, wa avea le aka mamai, wa whaakele ngeng whaari le vai. O le mea la lea le tam whai atu iai. And so, one of the reasons what I've used it, if you've noticed my pictures, it's to be used to teach, to inspire. But you've noticed my pictures that I have up. I've been using a lot of pictures of boys, male teachers, because this is the gist of what we're talking about. ICT, and especially Lalo Tato official regulator, I get it. Like to you, girls in ICT. Nga matala normal to may taipulil tau sangalente o faisa o ye famon moling isa. Not girls. We also need to focus on the boys. Why? The boys are getting lost. And the statistics do not lie. The entry into NUS is 2 to 1, 2 girls to 1 boy. The completion rate at NUS is 3 to 1. But then it also occurs to us, me, Matone, I'm very happy to see male teachers who are here. Why am I saying I'm very happy to see male teachers? Because we are outnumbered 5 to 1. There are more female teachers than male teachers in the Ministry of Education. And it's the same with the mission and it's the same with the private. So this is what we're trying to do. We need more male teachers. And we need more of our male students to step up and to learn. So this is what we're trying to look at. Make sure that we are looking at inclusive transformation, the use of digital devices, the use of technology to know us, to know the world. But the emphasis is on the us. Okay, alo ai le mea nga. O ka kou o Samoa, we be proud to be Samoan. Aua nge ngalo ya oi, that you are o le suli o le ainga. Never forget that. Le alo waka mai fea, whaongar so ka inga ngei. Ka ule lei oi, ma ka ule lei ka ngaka uma ngai ko pikanga. Wha manuele tu al tatou maftanga nei tae au, tal sia ia sao mauli ia wha moe moe. Ia ai meise le ao onga, o le atu ia o tol whanau. So i fua mai manuia.
Ia mo le atu whaftaitele lau whionga ai au Christopher Hazelman mo le folasanga matango fie. Okay, so listening skills are very, very important. Tā ua i o le lei o le whaalongo. O le mea la lea, e umalava o na whaile sau noanga a le tatou panel lea, ma tu watu le fesili e maua i se whailonga. O le fesili la le atu atu. O le a se whawhita uli tā ua sa saunoa i ai le fionga e au o ICTs, for Information and Communication Technologies. First and up. O le lima lava e mua i lunga e whaile tali. O le lima na. O le a se whawhita uli o ICTs lea sa tā ua sa saunoa i le fionga e au. Sei e watu le mic, whamu le moni.
First one is left technology. Remember that is when it comes to bad situations like having COVID in our country, then it's time to lock down school. How can we communicate with others through technology? But we all know that not all people have phone and other stuff to teach the students outwards to our families, especially in family who only have one phone. So, and there are great kids in the family. How can the teacher teach those great kids knowing that they only have one phone in the family? Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, so Mike, come here and get your prize. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, this prize is sponsored by Digicel, and it's a mobile phone. Ia o te walawatu mal whaaloalo le fionga le whao, e su mai mō lana forsanga tā awa nei tai au. No fionga le whao?
Ia, whātalo whātuli pa ia malo, fia mal nei tai au matango fie. E mole atu fo ile nganga whaftai le fionga pul whaatonu, ia ona o nei a wanoa whaaulu, ia o maua iso mātou wa wanoa e tautala atu ia fuwhanga fo ia tatou mānono o iai. Ia ai mole atu fo ile whaftai le fionga i le ofisili o Sawaonga, ia au ia mole watau toe whaalongoa lea i le staili lea whaiaonga whapea. Tau tara sao te maiti aonga. I le mea taun whai. Whai asi lewa lea whatua o whaalongo lea i le sau whaiaonga alofa lea e. Ona o tele te whawhita uli o tupu mai tatou o onga i mea lawa ia tau teknolosi. Ia e le tua i lawa tiute o le tatou tanga luenga o sota ia ma whamtalanga wha teknolosi. Ia e whai pea tatou watina e pe ona mana o tatou malo. Moro tau sila fia o le official pul whaatono o la tau tiute o le wha malo sia o tatou tula fono. Ia mawhai ia monitoring o tatou seta. Ia alantanga luenga o le ofia ngai ma le wha maiti a tatou ngaluenga te tau ona wha anga solo mo tatou atunu. Ia o le hautana no atu i le tulanga le ta o le digital transformation. Ia masalo se whasa moa whapupu voi lea o le anga i luma. O le tatou anga i luma, le tatou savalinga i mea tau teknolosi. E iai mea tuai, ia ua tu i tua, ia o le tatou anga i luma. Mo tau sila fia foi, ua le vana tau amatamata le mea nei, a tau sila foi i tele o tatou services o lo whatau nu nei. Ia o lo already fight tatou digital transformation. For example, Digicel has got that money, is it Money Cash, and Vodafone has got M-Tala. So those are the classic example of digital transformation currently happening in Samoa. and it is in its simplest form. And ole ale mafuanga ia lai ono tātou nau e whai tūlanga nei. Ole ale mafuanga ia lai ono nau tātou mal tātou malo e whaatau nuu nei ngaruenga. Ia, of course, pe on saunua e au, whaalelei o tātou wa onga, mo tātou whanau. Ele ngata I lea, ina ia sosoani whaititia o le talo le tau, le ia ono tātou ai. Ia ele ngata I lea, o le sosoani tātou soifua maloloina. Ai mai se lava o le tele o isi mau au onanga. O loo mana o mia e tātou, ina ia mwhai e iona o tātou wanga I luma. O le wha moe moe la o le pokalamil nei, o le anga I luma, e iai mafuanga o tangata e focus iai, ia mafuanga mua, focus I tangata, ma le tātou society. O loo iai o tau whanau, o loo iai e tātou wa o onga, o loo iai ia tātou nuu, o loo iai tātou tūmālo, tātou uma o tangata, e wha o ngā ina nei au unanga. O le mea lona lua, o le wha le leia, o le tamau a inga o le tātou atunu. O nei mea uma, a whai I le mawhauwhaunga e wha le leia le tamau a inga o le tātou atunu. E a ngai ai luma o le tātou atunu, ma ngai e fo I luma o le tātou tamau a inga. O le mea lona tonu, o le wha le leia o unanga, I te tonu o le tātou malo. Leia on silafia, ia e tele ia mtanga luenga le malo, o le wha moe moe, ia ngā lulu e whatas, ina ia mwhai o na tūlei le tātou suinga le lumanai. A o le a le wha moe moe, e a lai o na whai nei suinga. O le a le wha moe moe o tātou malo iai, e ma fuai o na whai nei suinga. Molo tau silafia, e le ma whai o na whai e le fionga ia ngisa, po le fionga ia e au, ia mala ua fwoi mtanga luenga, ma au nei fwoi. Ni ngā luenga e au noa, ma le whatananga le tātou malo. Ma tau e whai e le whaiva fwoi lea o le avel tu alalo e le tātou kabineta. Ia ona amai e le la tau, le approval, ma le la tau whamanu yang, ina ia whai e tātou ngā luenga ia tau on talwhia ngai on whai. Ia tau sila fia foi, e le na o mātou, e ngā lulue e whaia tātou suinga nei. E mana o mia foi o tau whanau, pe on saunoa e au, o le tau nā pātou o plate tonu o tātou ngā luenga whaaleia nei. Ai o le whamoe moe o tātou mālu. Ia o atu tau sanga e lua o tolu sifuru. 5 tau sanga ma le taimili nei. Ua matua whaaleia tātou au unanga. Pe o le whateita inga. E te leto e saui ia pia mai whale a lupo le mea fio mai e au mangisa e whai lau application foi nā leo le o lau lonu nupi wha. A whai e le leile connection I whale a lupo e o atu tau sanga e lua o lua tolu ua whale leia. O lona winga e leto e a fio mai e au mangisa I nei e whai mai ala loan application mai o I whale a lupo. Mo tau sila fia foi, ua maea o na whaia, ma tuu whātasia, ma translate wha Samoa, ma whāpālangi, I ale mea o ta ua o le government portal. O le government portal ngā, o iei umalawa I te tonu au onanga le mālo. So o se au onanga, mana o mea I tātou ainga, ua iei umai tonu nā. O le mafuanga o tuai iei o na launch, o na o loo whaia tātou app, o le portal lea, ua mwhai ona open mai lunga o tātou, so o se laptop o computers. Ai mana o mia le app, e mwhai e ona view lunga o tātou telefonu. Ia ai o tūlanga nā, o le whaamoe moenga nā o tātou pukalame lea. Ina ia mwhai e tātou uma, tātou ainga mai inu itua, ona whai mai au onanga pelwhata inga. Whai ana e la e whai lau pei mai le pili o lau paipai lunga I lunga le poto rea, ia e whaanga ai, ia tools lau ai ai, ina ia whaawhaingofi ai leo na ina o le tātou digital transformation. O lo iai fwoi whamoe mo le tātou tunuu, e o atu o le tātou malo, e o atu lua o lua tolu. ua se lau pasene le whaalelei o le tātou so ta inga I tu e whao tātou tunu o teimi nei o lo o ngā lurue lava ia le tātou mālo ia lātu official pur whaatonu e una ia tātou coverage po o le au ananga fo ile o tutua ia mai tātou kampania o titi samal Vodafone e whawheona tātou maua ma achieve le tātou whaamoemoe iai. Tātou umalawa iei tātou naunau ta inga so se mea tātou te whaia e iai le taunu unga le lei. O le whaawa winala o le atulanga. Ua mātou whaia ise ngā luenga ina ia aua wa iai le whaia o tātou ngā luenga nei. Ua whaise mātou implementation plan ina ia mawhai ai o na whaia wa. Ele mawhai o na whaia ato le taimi tas. Ia moro tau sila fia ua mai au na whaatu le unit e tau o le SAMCERT, Digital Transformation Innovation Unit, I le mtanga luenga o le whaamoemoe ina ia o atu tau sanga e lua o toru o ai ua se kiwa atua le whaonga ina o tātou interneti. O le lātou lea matawhaioi. E ese o tau tāu whanau o whaalongo le mea le upu leo cyber security. Can you explain what cyber security is? I saw you nodding your head. That means you...
Cybersecurity ability to be safe online, prevention from vulnerabilities and bad content online. So the cybersecurity.
Yes, I will give you a gift later on. Thank you very much for that. Anyway, o le nau ta ingal tātou malo e o atu I le lumanai, I le 5 sifuru tausanga o I lumanai. Ua le whaapoleina tātou, so taimi ata te atu ai runga I whaonga ia, penga te whailangi o tātou telefoni, ai au sikiwa atoa. Ona ia, leanga ia whawhitau le mafua, mai pēa le whaia le mel na. O sao le si tangata na o I atu lau whamtalanga I oi, a whai o ngisa e tele an tupi, au ka ika le isi tupi. E whao sofia lo te fia whai tupi, no le whaonga ia information po o whamtalanga I winga ia ngisa. Tau whai e nga oi mai tupe ngisa. Ia e soli e tula fono I tulanga na, o le mafu anga na, le alai on tau whaamarusia le tulanga nei. Ia e mai se foi pe on sau noai au, I le puipuinga o tātou le whanau. Sa whaile mako roadshow I Polo Masava. E mau te atu, ai o te ngia mai mātou e mātua. Pe on sau noai au an nei. Ua pe on I mātou whanau, a o lātou e ona whanau. A le o te ngia mai mātou, o la utua lalo na ave iai, I au tau whina ngalo māli le, o le ngaluenga e whai whaatasi tātou. Pe on sau noai au nei tai au. Ai a mata mai lai mātua ua o lātou e ona le whanau. Ai o awala ia mātou te sosoani atuai. Pe ua whaatupula ia le tūlanga. Tu ua e mātua e whaonga e tamaiti ia telefoni ma mena ai le o iai se puipuinga o iai. O le mea lea o lo tau whai e tato mālo ina ia whaalelei al tūlanga lea. O lesi tūlanga ua ngai ai le mtanga duenga. O le o ina lea o tātou tangata. Pe ona tā ua le mātou awareness program lea sa alu I Polo Masavai, sa awai mai fo'i le ofisa pulu whatonu, sa awai mai fo'i le mtanga duenga o leo leo, ma whali pui pui, ia sa mātou malanga tuai ese am tā whaioi mtanga duenga. E alua le mtanga duenga I e whaamtala, ia la tau tu la fono ma la tau au omranga o loo tuina atu malo le tunu. O le ngata la I le whaalelei o tātou whai o tātou awareness I le malo le tunu. Ia ai mai se foi. Ia le pio ringa o capacity o tangata whainga luenga le malo. Ia molo tau silifia Ia e ai le partnership a le matanga luenga le nei MCIT ia ma le Universitea o Samoa le Papaingala. O le tele ala o taimi e tuina mai ai ia meo trainings o workshops ma meanga e foinge e whaalelei ai tatou au whenga luenga maru. Ia e tuina atu lava foi ia isi mea ia mo le Universitea o te lope o toa 5 po toa ono nis o le Universitea o ua malanga ia e whaalelei o latou foi capacity la iai. Ina o le manatu au tua ia ngā lue whaatasi ia ma whaalelei au nanga. Ele ngata i lea ia e whai fo il mātou whaainga whapena ia ma le official puli whaatonu. O loo mātou sia fo ia mātou training so mea whapena o mea e tala whea ngai mō lātou, ia ua awe mō lātou i malangai, ia ai whapena fo i le mātou mtanga. Wenga, ia e olo iai fo i le porketi al mālo le taimine tau o le School Connectivity Project. O lo o overlooke le fionga ia au, ia malimtanga wenga wa onga. O le manatu lava ia, ma le finangalo le mālo, ina ia tu watu le au onanga o le internet, ia tātou wa onga umba, ina ia mawhai o tau whanau o na whaonga ina lea service. Taimi nei, e se laurua sifurua onga sa atu ina atu wai, ia alo iai whaamui mwere tātou malo o le a extend atu isi a onga. E mai se fo ia onga lotu ma onga private sector, pe a finangalo ai malo, ia o na whatau wai lea o lea whaamui mwere lei. O lo iai fo i le whaamui mwere tātou malo, e tu ina atu ia au unanga fo ia i le tātou whono whaavai. O le manatu au tūla vai ia whaao o atu wai tātou whaipa, ina ia o atu le mtanga ruenga, o le ofisa mtanga ruenga la ICT, o le ofisa pul whaatonu, ma le ofisa wa o onga, e a o ina tātou tangata, i le tātou swinga lea le a whai. E ei whaamui moe o le anga lue whaatasi ei mtanga ruenga nei, mo le whailo atu le maru le tunuu, o loo whainga ruenga i tono tātou whono whaavai, ia ona watu leo lātou e whaia o ngā lātou nuu mai lātou i tūmālo te tas. I le ngata fo i lea i o tātou soifua malolo ina, i o lea i le tātou proketi le whai teminei o National ID, ia e le ngata i lea o tātou whemala ngā inga, o lo iai le whaamoe moe e whai le tātou proketi ma le LTA, ina ia mawhai ei o na whao ngā tātou kāti fo i ei totonu o tātou pasi ma taxi, ina ia whaafai ngōwhi ai mo le malu le tunu. Ia, o lo o ua mai ona tu umata manga uma le whaasolonga le tātou poloketi nei. Ia o le face mua ma ia o atu ia te sema lua o lua lima. Ia ua uma ona sauni ia uma, ia tūlanga ua tatau ona iai, pena o tau sila atu iai. Ina ia mawhai iai ona o tātou wanga i luma, i le whaatino ina o tātou ngaruenga. O le face lona lua le nā, e o atu ia te sema lua o lua fitu. Ia ua whaaleleia uma, whaatau nu uma fuafuanga i tātou wa o onga, ai mai se fo e tātou clinics fo ia i tātou wharema i tua, ia ai mai se fo i le whaonga ina o le online learning e peon saunua iai au, ia mō le whaatau nu ina lava o le tātou whaamoe lea. Ia o atu le ia te sema o le lua o tolu sifuru, ia ua ato atoa mea uma, ma ua whaonga ina loa e malo le tunu uli tātou o nanga. Yeah, and I would like to acknowledge the CEO of Digicel and CEO of Vodafone, because without their service and without their support to government and all of us, ia ele maua nei whaamoemoenga o tātou manatu e whaatinoina. E whailoa atu ailu tō mamalu. Ia o le ngaruenga tātou, o le ngaruenga whi whaatas. E ngā rurua mai foi o tō pitola au e peona saunoa iai ia le whiunga ia au. Ia ai whai atu fo il mātou fo inga ruenga e peona iai. Ia, o te manato la fisiri mai se si ia na ole lua tolu la le si me fai atu o lua tolu. Ia o le tali pupu. E o atu el taimina lua o tolu o. E o atu el taimina i o mai foi nisi tangata e fai atu nisi fai le review ma to e fai nisi idea le lei atu. Nai lo o le nei taimi. Ia, o fa uma tu ai mato presentation ma na fa tai.
Whaftaitele lava i lau fionga le whalo, le whaolii, mo le wholasanga mātango fie. Sa o whai atu mōmua e umal wholasanga mā latul fasili for the spot price. But Le Fao did ask a question during her presentation. And what is your name, please? And from what school? Okay, Eugene from Robert Louis Stevenson. He answered the question from Le Fao very well. And he has been given a prize of a headphone by Digicel and a 50 tala voucher. Thank you very much. So as I said, listening skills is key to education. So make sure you listen, because after every speaker, I will ask the question, and you may win a prize. Not just the students, but teachers and everybody as well in this hall. Now, I have the pleasure to call Carl. He is the CEO of Digicel for his presentation.
Thank you, Madam Regulator, for the invitation today to this very important event. So at the beginning, what I'd like to do is firstly not call it youth in ICT. I'm going to call you guys the future leaders. So you're very smart, because I've already seen the questions you've answered, so I've already given you a few prizes as well. And I want you to think, well, actually, you don't need to think. I know that sitting here is a future CEO of Digicel, of Vodafone, a regulator, a minister, CEO of MCIT, or a minister of another department, and even here there could be a Prime Minister sitting here. So this conversation is really about, we're talking about the platform we're building. You guys are going to own it in the future. This is going to be your industrial, not here are going to make all these decisions, and it's going to be your responsibility. So I'm the older person standing here talking to you about it, but you guys are going to be the ones who are going to be making these very difficult decisions, very complex decisions. And we had the word inclusion before. That's including all of society in Samoa. Rich, poor, it's not for the few, it's for the many, this technology. So what I want to do is really say today, we'd like to explore the transformative potential of artificial intelligence in Samoa. So I'll cover various aspects of AI, its applications in the economy, public service, the challenges, that's one of the key areas we want to talk about as well, and the future outlook for AI development in the region. And before I start as well, I'm a rule breaker like some of you here. I won't be keeping to the 5 minutes, so bear that in mind as well. So AI has the potential to significantly enhance various sectors in Samoa, leading to the increased productivity, efficiency and economic growth. AI can specifically benefit Samoa's economy. As an example, in agriculture and fisheries, AI can optimise resource management, improve crop yields and enhance fishery monitoring. This can lead to more sustainable approach to food production in Samoa, so we can feed the many at a reasonable cost without lots of imports into this economy. So again, I'm talking to you as future leaders. You'll be needing to think through that no longer does Samoa have to rely on external countries. It can do and produce its own things by leveraging technology to help enhance that productivity. In tourism, AI can enhance the tourism experience in Samoa by providing personalised services, improving customer engagement and optimising operational efficiency in hotel and travel services. So when you arrive at a hotel or a destination, it knows what you want to watch, what you want to see, the televisions are on there. It knows what sort of towels and pillows you like to have. It knows what your next activity is going to be, so the pool's ready for you to go to. So those sort of things is where it starts to tune into your destination, what you're doing. So no longer are you at the reception asking, what do I do today? It's planned out for you, and you have that criteria. AI can assist policymakers in analysing data and making informed decisions regarding economic planning. Predictive analytics and data-driven insights can lead to better strategies for growth and development across water, power, sanitation, roads, housing. So AI can help you do all that statistical analysis and data and say, this is what we need for the water, this is the roads we need to stop the traffic jams, etc. And to manage the population growth which will happen within Samoa. AI can play a crucial role in improving public services, making them more efficient and accessible. Again, that's the inclusion element we've been talking about in the theme of today. Examples of this are applications in healthcare, education and government. So AI can revolutionise healthcare in Samoa by enabling better diagnostics, patient management and resource allocation. Telemedicine and AI-driven health apps can improve access to healthcare services. So a quick pause on this one. So the World Health Organization says for every 1,000 people, there should be a doctor. Now within Samoa, there's about 220,000 people, but there's 120 doctors. So we have a gap of 100 doctors we need to sort of work through, and how do we fill that gap? So AI can assist us in doing that. And part of that telemedicine is not that far away. It's actually here now. So 6 months ago, I had a tooth infection. In Australia, I called a number, booked an appointment. Within 5 minutes, they came back. We talked through the diagnostics. I said, I've got a toothache. I've had it before. This is the penicillin I was given. Call finished. I was then texted a QR code for the prescription, went to the doctor. All within 30 to 25 minutes, I'd fulfilled what would have normally taken me 3 to 4 hours of waiting in a doctor's surgery, etc., etc. So here, within Samoa, this is going to provide access to all people for healthcare. No matter where you live, whether it's Solvay or this Upolu or any part of the island or however far you have to travel, where Apia is mostly where the doctors are located, this will facilitate that at a cheap, reasonable cost as well. So this is what the revolution, or the AI revolution, that you here will be dealing with, and that you will have to, I'll say, ensure goes to all the community. AI in education. AI can facilitate personalised learning experiences, enhance online education platforms. Tools powered by AI can offer tailored content to students and help educators track progress effectively. So if you have challenges in certain areas of your education, the AI will see, spelling is where we need to improve and help you along, or mathematics, etc., from that part. Just a word of warning too, if you use AI for your exams and things like that, and things, the teachers have got AI that looks for AI, so just a word of warning that that's already started, so don't think you can use AI to write everything you're going to be doing. AI can streamline government processes, enhance service delivery, and improve transparency in public administration, automate routine tasks, and can free up resources for critical initiatives. The key thing behind that is that effectively less people can work in government, but doing more things, or the same amount of people doing twice as much is what AI is going to bring. So that's the exciting future where all the ambitions of you as the future leaders will set out for this country can be achieved. While the AI potential is significant, its implementation comes with challenges that need to be addressed to ensure successful integration into Samoan society. For AI to be effectively implemented, Samoa must ensure that its technological infrastructure is robust enough to support AI systems and applications. This includes internet connectivity and access to modern technologies. So this is partly what my company has to do. Another gentleman over here from Vodafone, MCIT as well, the regulator sitting here as well, and the Samoan Cable Company. So that's our job now, to build the foundations and the platforms to enable this, of which is the technology that you're going to be doing. So to harness AI's benefits, it's crucial to invest in skill development and workforce training. Equip individuals with the necessary skills, knowledge and capabilities to ensure that the workforce can adapt to AI technologies. So this is your role as the future generation. This is why you're here. This is what the youth of ICT is all about, to open that window and say, look what's out there. So this is your role as a generation who will be living with, leveraging and capitalising on this capability. The future of AI in Samoa is promising, with opportunities for growth and sustainable development. Collaboration between government, private sector and educational institutions can accelerate AI development in Samoa. Partnerships with international organisations is also key and can also bring valuable resources and expertise. AI can play a pivotal role in achieving the sustainable development goals of Samoa, and by leveraging AI technologies, Samoa can address critical challenges in areas such as poverty, health and education. AI and its use as a tool for advancement for all of Samoa is possible and well within reach, and with you as the future leaders of this country, that will be your responsibility to deliver as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Carl, the CEO of Digicel, for this excellent presentation. Now, the question from this presentation is this: what does AI stand for? And give one example of how AI can help Samoa. The girl in blue, her hand went up first.
Can you ask the question again, please?
Okay. What does AI stands for, and give one example of how AI can help Samoa?
Thank you. AI stands for artificial intelligence. Well, AI is very useful to this country, especially Samoa as a big country. Well, AI can establish most of benefit. It's a beneficial way of where Samoa can earn more income, and it will establish the economy of Samoa and improve healthcare and education to students.
Thank you very much. Good answer. So you will be given a prize? Okay. And that will be headphone from Digicel and voucher of 50 tala from SAB. I think somebody's calling on the laptop. All right, okay. Now, next up, we have Anish from Vodafone, and I would like to call him for his presentation. Thank you. Oh, it's this phone. Somebody forgot it. Kali, aku pakai phone ya. Could be more.
Good morning, everybody. It's funny how the operators also think alike as well. My presentation is almost aligned to or similar to what Carl has just presented from Digicel, but it's taking a different approach in terms of addressing it to you guys as the future, as well said by Carl, as the youth, and also understanding a little bit, understanding a little bit more about AI. AI is a very strong topic nowadays, and a lot of people also don't really know a lot about AI as well. So what is AI? Artificial intelligence, or AI, just as our student had answered, is described as when machines can do tasks that that require normal human intelligence. Right. Some of the examples are self-driving cars. If you're familiar with the news, if you're familiar with social media, you'll see a lot of talks around Tesla, of BYD in terms of self-driving cars and how they drive from point A to point B in the US or in Australia, New Zealand. Chatbots, if you're shopping online or if you want to talk to one of the businesses here in Samoa. As soon as you log into their Facebook page, a chatbot will respond to you saying, hey, so-and-so, would you like to ask a little bit more about our products? So that's a little bit of an example of a chatbot. And obviously social media and movie recommendations. If you guys, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do a lot of TikToks and Facebook and Instagram, and sometimes what we find ourselves is what we call doom scrolling. You continuously keep looking at content, continuously swipe up, and that's because the algorithm or the machine itself is able to understand what you like and the contents you like, and it continuously feeds you that content. Right. So why does AI really matter today? I think it's wise to say that AI has become an integral part of everyday activities now. From using emails to social media to doing education and work. I think all of it has become part of what AI has developed itself into. I mean, it's changing how we communicate. When we're talking to our friends on Messenger or any other social media or data-based video calls, you could change the face that you have. You can change how your picture looks. You could beautify your selfies. All that is purely because of AI, right? It changes how we learn. I think Carl mentioned this in his presentation as well, as to how you could have personalized educational solutions given to students as well. I've got young kids, and we use YouTube Kids as well as Khan Academy. And it's amazing how, based on their age and based on the subjects that they need to develop a lot more effort on, they're given certain recommendations, certain activities. And that's quite amazing how AI actually develops that. And obviously how we work. Nowadays, at least at Vodafone, and I'm sure similar to any other working culture, a lot of work is done automatically. I mean, if you're sending emails, a workflow is done, you send it over to the respective person to perform a task. So it really changes how we work. And it's also enabled remote work. So you don't really need to physically be in an office to see someone. You can work from home. You can do video calls. You can coordinate with your team members, all using your computer or your mobile phones. Some of the examples, again, one, voice assistants. You guys may be familiar with saying, OK Google or Hey Siri on your mobile phone. So this is one of the best examples of voice assistants and AI. You could ask it the weather, you could ask it what's a certain subject topic, how to make an omelette.
Voice assistants on mobile phones are indeed a fantastic example of how artificial intelligence, AI, has become integrated.
Sorry about that, my phone picked it up, right. And that's how amazing AI has become in terms of listening to you and asking you or you providing you more information. ChatGPT and DeepSeek are some of these stronger AI apps that you could actually use in terms of helping you prepare presentations, helping you automate certain workflows, providing you certain suggestions in terms of your assignments in a certain topic, as well as social media algorithm. I've explained this quite a lot in terms of doom scrolling and seeing a lot of content that you want to see. And as well as in gaming. I mean, if you're into gaming, if you're into your PC gaming or PlayStation and Xbox, when you're playing against a computer, you'll realize how good has it become. I mean, it tries to use new tactics in terms of defeating you. If you're into chess and you use chess.com, it uses a lot of AI in terms of trying to challenge you in terms of your next move. All right, and these are some of the examples of AI. What are some of the amazing futures of and possibilities? And again, it's sort of mirroring what the presenters have already said. Healthcare, AI doctors, diagnosing faster, just like an example of having a toothache and being able to call up a toll-free number in terms of telehealth, explaining what's your issue, and then being able to actually get a prescription out of it as well. The environment, I've got a friend and a family member currently working on this in Australia, where he's using AI to help predict natural disasters a lot more faster. And this is purely because there's a lot of data that they gather in terms of ocean temperatures, in terms of rain, thunderstorms, and based out of that vast majority of data, he's using AI tools to help him forecast and predict weather patterns and potential natural disasters. Transportation, we've talked about Tesla and BYD in terms of autonomous vehicles. It drives itself. And obviously education. So what are some of the career paths or skills that you require to go into AI? And what we need to acknowledge is, because of AI, it's developed a new career path for a lot of us to consider if you want to specialize in that. Obviously, some of the examples are you could be an AI engineer, a data scientist, go into robotics, and go into expertise in terms of AI. And again, the reason why I've explained this is, a lot of times students, at least in the Pacific or here in Samoa, feel that these are career paths that they cannot really consider. But now with technology and obviously AI, this is something that you could do remotely and enhance your skill here locally as well. Some of the skills required is a little bit of coding, a lot of critical thinking and creativity. So you don't really need to be a programmer. You don't need to always know PHP and other programming languages. What you really need are artists, teachers, writers, and someone with a creative mind. Some of the pros and cons, everything comes with the pros and cons. Some of the positives with AI right now is it's able to make work efficient, your daily task a lot more efficient, because it's able to do repetitive tasks a lot more faster and assist you. And it helps you be more innovative as well. Some of the challenges that we have is its bias. What does bias mean is, so artificial intelligence doesn't really know 1 + 1 is equal to 2. What it really does is, it searches a set of databases and sees when a question like 1 + 1 is asked, what is the most common answer given? Right, it's also something similar to how we learn ourselves in schools nowadays. So, based on the most common answer, then it knows that the most common answer given is 1 + 1 is 2, then it provides you that information. So, bias is whatever database there is and whatever information it is fed, it will only be able to provide you answers based on the information it has. It cannot determine whether the information is true, whether the information is outdated. So it's very important to just keep in mind that, and it's always important to continuously verify and validate the information you get. Privacy is also a concern factor. You need to be very mindful in terms of the information that you share AI. A lot of AI tools are public-based IPs, so what happens is if you share some confidential information, share your date of birth and your private pictures of your family or your bank details, it gets loaded and saved into a public database. So what happens is anyone can get access to it. And obviously one of the new challenges is you'll need to develop new skills in terms of managing AI. And I think the question that we all need to ask ourselves is, how do we build good AI? And what is good AI? And how do we balance between AI being able to help us versus we being overrun by AI itself? In terms of AI and how we can get into AI from now onwards, or starting today, you could easily learn basic coding. A lot of information is available online, on YouTube, or even on any search engine. You could type up some free online courses in terms of basic coding, and you'll get some free learning spaces there. You could always explore AI tools like ChatGPT, Canva AI, DeepSeek, and many others, and learn a little bit more about how it works and how to use it. Stay curious. Learn, research around AI, what's happening about AI. And obviously some schools might already have this, and some schools could consider actually introducing a youth tech program where you encourage growth in that subject matter as well. You can learn a lot more about AIs, go into your computer labs and discuss it with your teachers and so on. So the future of AI is all about empowering us and not really replacing us. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much to Anish for the presentation, very informative presentation from Vodafone. When in the beginning of his presentation, he did say AI can actually allow doing what humans can do. And he gave us examples. And one example was about students. Okay, so the question is, what is an example of how AI is used so that other things can actually perform or do what humans do? Oh, it's a lo-fi.
This is very significant, not only for us, the teachers, but as well for the students. Last week, this is one of the policies ICT resources all those kind of stuff. The main AI, artificial intelligence. Especially the students, will take over the AI. The whole presentation from both CEOs, positive, which is very good, very useful for us. But the only problem is, they will take over the AI. So to us, the teachers and the students, the very easiest example is about write an essay about environment. AI. The whole essay to see our essay and submit it to the teacher. Critical thinking. I made the results or suing at Sanasi, the over seller. Yeah, or fast to Namalang and Fala.
Give us a hand. All right. Whaftaite le lava ma le amomolia to Fo'ilo Prize. Le vaenga lea. It's a 50 tala voucher from Saab and a 20 tala voucher from Digicel Moa Yellow Card Failo AI. And last but not the least, we have Dr. Edna from the NUS. And I'm really, really happy that she's able to make it. Because as I mentioned in the beginning, so you are at college. And then college, you're studying STEM subjects. Then you move to NUS. Hopefully, you will continue to study STEM subjects. And then you talk to the CEOs here when you are ready to find a job. Yeah, lo sunga, lo fionga, ali. Dr. Edna?
And I also want to thanks to the panelists for the wonderful presentation this morning. So basically, I'm going to sum it all up, as most of the things are already covered. Yeah, and I'll be speaking on the ethical use of technology. Now, there are so many topics that's included in the digital transformation. As you know, I'm a lecturer at the NUS, the National University of Samoa. It's been 20 years, and the trends of technology has been like really fast. So I can see some of the teachers here. They were my students, and I hope you are teaching these kids ethical technology and how you use technology. Since it's like a very popular topic, especially the importance of ethics po le lo whaongaina le leilea o tato le wha-teknolosi. Why does it matter? Because it becomes increasingly integrated with everyday digital lives, and it's very important to especially as students, now as high school students. When you finish high school, you will come to the National University of Samoa. Whapea nei ua mai ala wa senga school tolu. Ia, e te whapea wa e o aturo I lunga, ua e whapea wa e tamamatu pe, ua e tene matu. O le sisa ala asanga le nā o lo langa. O isi mea tā ua ia o le whaonga aina o tātou tools po equipment wha teknolosi. It's really much related for young people like you in your daily digital lives. Ethics is technology is highly relevant to the daily digital lives of the young people as you become engaged now with the social media, online gaming, educational platforms, and more. Understanding ethical consideration is crucial for navigating this landscape effectively. Okay, what is ethical use of technology? It's the using of technology responsibly and with integrity, and it's about aligning your actions with ethical principles and promoting positive outcomes to yourself and others. You need to respect others' privacy and rights, avoiding harm and promoting positive online behavior. Okay, why is it very important? Ethical use of technology is vital because it ensures that the benefits of digital transformation and balance with fairness, equity, and societal well-being. Protect personal and community safety. Se mantualen wa mawhanasau noa ia le fionga ia ai au I le puipuia o oe malosau ngale mumpe ai adu online. Build trust and respect online. Prevent cyberbullying, scams, and misuse of technology. This is very common these days. Le telo cyberbullying I lunga o online platforms. So it's very important how you use technology in a positive way. Ensures that technology benefits everyone, prevents digital divides, and empower marginalized communities. Now, some of the common ethical issues for youth or the young people, I think you all, maybe most of you experienced this as well. Cyberbullying and harassment, very common. I think recently we see on social media people posting o fusuanga, o mihapenga, so harassment, sharing personal information. So it's really up to you whether you're going to share your personal information online. It's your right, but sometimes you have to be very careful when you share your personal information, and also sharing other people's information without their consent. Plagiarism and copyright infringement, fake news and misinformation. There's a lot of also fake news and misinformation. People prefer to make up stories, sometimes make up stories, and then they post it online, and then you come there, whapea, oe mo nga information, e alu oia share aku ai le mo. So these are some of the issues, even privacy violations, using other people's information without their consent. Okay, so how to become a responsible young person with digital behavior? Before you post anything, think before you post or share any information or another person's post. Respect others' opinions and differences. Keep personal information private. Report harmful content or behavior, and use technology to help and not to harm other people. So there are also consequences of unethical use of technology. As I was raising it earlier, when you post something online, you're representing yourself, your village, your community. So reputation is very important. When you saleleia soia ya ngarko ainga iloa me wow me se mo marko once you put something out publicly, everyone has access and they can read it, and they can also share it to other people or other platforms. Okay, so to protect data, this is also very important. Your privacy and data is very important, because the minute you put it out there, the whole public can share it. Use strong, unique passwords. If you are logging in using emails or maybe your Facebook or other platforms, make sure you use unique passwords. Enable two-factor authentication. Most of that is being used nowadays. Lua ia authentication whaonga, whainga log in, ia koe ku oi malau, numero ro kerfongi ia sanga secure ai lau access. Be cautious with app permissions. Sometimes when you click something and it says permissions, whether you can allow all permissions. So you have to also to be careful with that to protect yourself. Understand data collection policies. Usually when people collect the data, you might need to give your consent, sign an agreement that, yeah, of course you can use this information. And also think about what you share online, because not only it impacted you, but also the people that are also sharing this information. Okay, just before that, Untoa was mentioning something about cybersecurity. This is something very important, especially in high schools. So some of the tips: always keep software updated. Avoid clicking suspicious links. So, for example, you see you won a million bonus. Of course, that's very attractive for you to click. That is suspicious, meaning might be a virus or phishing. So recognize phishing attempts. Some emails sending to you, say you won the lottery, or saying that this is the ministry of, so be careful of those attempts. Be alert to scams and fake profiles. I think this is very common nowadays. There's so many people producing maybe 10 profiles, and most of you accept your friend request. So maybe one of those profiles, is a profile more, profile. Yeah, be careful. Iku ai ngā me whapenga e vai a koe o se furu I le se mea la accept ai fuale friend request lea. It must be someone else using this person's identity. Okay, role model for young people to promote ethics. Be a digital role model. Educate friends and family. Also reports unethical behavior. Support positive online communities, and also use tech creatively for good causes. And just to conclude, embrace ethical habits, ethical tech habits. Also think critically about your online actions. Use technology to make positive impact, and also let's build a safer, fairer digital world together. Now, previously there was someone, or the CEOs were talking about AI and the positive impact of AI. Of course, in the National University of Samoa, when you come, this is also the issues, but we have a software to detect. Now, note that there will be AI detector software that will detect all the assignments that will be uploaded. Being whaongai, ka mai kikire pe 4% ng whaongai le. Ele assignments le AI ava pe e mai se lau pasenge ia. It's at the teacher's discretion to give another chance to the students, or you just say, oh, you got a 0 because you used the AI 100%. But these are the things that AI is now the thing. Like, we can't run away from it. We can't say it's here to stay, and we have to adapt to it. Especially the use in education, and of course when you come to the National University of Samoa, you use it responsibly. And that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Edna, for this excellent presentation this morning. Okay, so last spot question. There will be more spot prizes as we go along, but as the last question for this panel, I know Dr. Edna has been talking about a lot of things that you need to be aware of on the internet. The question is, name 2 important ethical issues Dr. Edna mentioned that you need to avoid. Yep.
Thank you for the question. I will not be answering the full sentence, but I will be stating the importance, which is the questions that being asked. So, 2 crucial or vital things that we need to be aware is protect personal and community safety, and it builds trust and respect online. Thank you.
Which school are you from?
I'm from Malipata College.
All right, thank you very much. I will also give a chance to the only hand from the back, please.
Firstly, I would like to thank you for this golden opportunity and a second chance. One of the things that that was shown today about the impacts that we should be aware of is about cyberbullying and scams on the social media. We should be avoiding that, especially in apps that needs permission and things that needs your permission, and scamming that you can see that is not very true, like things like winning a lottery, etc.
Okay, thank you very much. So you will both be receiving prizes, 50 tala voucher from Maxca and 20 tala voucher from Digicel. So at this stage, I would like to thank our panelists. Let's give another hand for all of them. I would like to express my sincere appreciation of receiving our invitation. Whionga e au, as you all know, ia e malama uma I meta wā onga wa leva ona iela whionga e au le sector lea of education. Ia whapena fwoi le whionga le whao, o ia o le pulisili o mtanga luenga of sota inga, e le fo I le whao I le celebration ngei. Before I came over, ia o le sunga ia le whao, na mata mai lava I lua afes lima o whatau nue e ia ma le ofisa, ia manisi ma le regulator fo I nava I tau lua afes lima, ia le nei por kalames. How about we give a hand to le whao? Yeah. And also I wish to thank both Digicel and Vodafone for the excellent presentations you provided, and also the information you have shared with the students on artificial intelligence. Dr. Edna, thank you very much, because you rounded up the whole the panel on the ethical use of online learning, of anything online, and how you need to protect yourself when you go online. Ai sea, a e alu le Facebook, faisau waka ku ilunga faisau kala. Lai whapea o ianga o au friends po ai, ai le ai e alu le lalangi a koa. Mea langa, kau mawhai a warku ua lau telefongi kongo lau Facebook, ia ma whamatalanga patino ia oi. So, on behalf of the teachers and the students here and my office, we have prepared some presents or some thank you gifts for all of you. Whionga out. Le whao. Next one, Carl, yeah. Anish. Lawa whionga Dr. Edna. Ia whaftaitele lava, and now it's over to Temu, who is going to be leading on the program until lunchtime. And that's me. Thank you.
Ia whaftaitele lawa whionga pulwhātono, ia maua tatala fo I le avanoa I a whionga mamalu fo I o tatou panelist. Ia ono tuatuangia fo I ngā luenga, ia whaftaitele lava ia le awai mai, ia o le nei taimi ia la ngā solo ia le Paul Kalame, ia a le tatou e tusa I ma le tatou event le nei aso, ia whaftaitele lava tau a whionga. And now, on our program is the ICT Marathon. As you can see on that side, ato tanga ayatu le tula ia ele o lavani tato booth ona ele paau mai nisio tato sponsors ia ai mai sio tanga luenga sa invite mo lato booth ia awafo ia lato fasoa ia lato ngaluenga fai ia ina fapena na tatala so ele le lato iloa ma le tamai e tu sai fo I mga luenga ia mamata fa yo lo fatino. Talu ai ona e umi tato session lea na tato whatamai atu nei. Manaia ai whaisa tato refresher session or an exercise. So let's all stand up for just 2 seconds or 3. E stato pese fa mole ai ti, no sina pese vai ngale tam fai e tato exercise la iti, se tau fa abi ese mai ai ia le lavale iai, le lava nofo. Ia e mai se lava nei tato fa na wia olo awai mai savai.
Ia ole na ua mai moa whaafonga mai lo tātou atunu ua whaai uina ia le vaenga lona lua o le polokalame o le whaamanatuina o le sefulu tausanga talu o na whaataua ia le aso le nei mō tupulanga talavou ia po o tamaitai foi I mea nei o whaamatalanga te le vavave ma whaamatalanga teknolosi ia po o le Youth in ICT Day Celebration e pei ona iai ia le nei tae au pei ona whaafonga tātou atunu o mamai mua mai I folasanga mai whaolulunga o matanga luenga ma company o Efeso Tai ma le aso whaapitoa le nei mō tupulanga o lo awai mai ai ia kolisi ese e totonu o le tātou atunuu na wala aulia whaapitoa ia e awai mai mō le polokalame o le nei aso ia ai manatu ia o le tātou polokalame le nama tātou whaasalalanga tu sao mai le maota o le toa salamasina I songi nei I le nei ta e au ai o lea o le a whaawau ia polokalame a le whanau le nei aso ma whaamae a iloa ia le whaamanatuina o le aso whaapitoa mō tupulanga I le ICT po o le Youth in ICT Day Celebration I le nei tausanga lua afe lua sifulu ma le lima. Ia o whasalalanga tu sao na le TV iwa ma le 2AP mai le maota le toa salamasina I songi. Ia e taluai o na o lo tele tātou polokalame whaanga solo le mea lea o le a toi tali watu a tātou whasalalanga I le ofisa autu I mulinuu.